Hello and welcome back to another Star Citizen video. It's been a while and I purposely hold on this ship after the Korarmor event. And number one, I just want to let it simmer down a little bit. At the same time, I just want to build up my opinion. And of course, people who wants to get it already. And I want to redo slightly a little bit, just a slight revision to is it worth shipping? Because the previous is it worth shipping, I do recommend usually according to its real sticker price tag. But this year I promised myself, if anything costs $100, just do a Warborn upgrade. So with that being said, all right, PSA number one, you do not need to buy any of this shit with real money. All you need is a starter pack, and that's it. That's the only thing I would recommend, or hard recommendation. And if you're on the fence, don't worry, wait for free fly and enjoy the game. If you like it, then continue, get a starter pack. Done. That's it. All right. One of the biggest reason is a lot of people have been talking about scam citizen. This game is not becoming a game that they want to play. Fair enough. Fair enough. So starter pack is all you need. That's number one. Number two, of course, I am committed this year onwards because CIG has a lot of money to begin with already. Yeah, they already raised a lot of money. So any ship above $100, just do a Warborn upgrade. That's it, right? That's it. To avoid many disappointment and future disappointment, and yeah, that's how it is. Okay, so that's that. Two biggest PSA, and let's take a look at the Super Hornet Mark II. Now I'm slightly biased. I'm just gonna go straight up. I'm slightly biased with this ship because this is the ship that I first flew in a free fly event. So it is, a little bit more for nostalgic reasons. Yes, sentimental. I think that's the word, sentimental. Okay, so for me, the Super Hornet used to be the best combat ship out there, right? It goes toe to toe with the Aegis Saber. Now the difference is the Super Hornet is made for pure dogfight, right? Face-to-face combat. That's it, heads up. Because it touted as has the most armor, blah blah blah, and we want to take a look at the stats again. All right, we want to re-look at the stats because the Aegis also got a few small little, I would say rework, but because of the new flight system and whatnot, and at the combat overhaul as well, the Saber actually becomes a little bit better in a way. Plus stealth capability. The stealth capability of the Saber actually, yeah, it makes a big difference. But for this, we're not going to talk about stealth. We're going to talk about straight up pure DPS. Unfortunately, the Super Hornet got dethroned by the F8 Lightning. Yeah, as much as I don't like and I couldn't get it anymore, or not say couldn't get, I couldn't afford because the F8 Lightning I have to shell out 300 buckaroos, and that's a lot, right? So this is the poor man version, I would say. All right, of course, disclaimer, it is not apple to apple comparison to F8 Lightning. All right, note. I'm sure the comment will point out. So let's dive into it. So the Super Hornet. I cannot use the F7C-M, right? Super Hornet Mark II is the Mark II variant of the Super Hornet. Now, obviously, this guy got a lot of, I would say, internal stat upgrade, and I love it. I do love it, and it's one of those ships that I can easily recommend that you just get in game, fly it. If you want to do PvE stuff, this ship is actually fantastic. It wouldn't be the number one pick, all right, truth to be told, because the number one pick, I would like to have a dedicated bait in it so I can do long range mission. And this guy, you can kinda modify, not say modified, you can change it to carry a little bit of cargo, but it is a cargo grid, so it's gonna be a little bit finicky about it, and that's the reason why. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at the price tag first before we talk a lot about stats. Price tag is $220 for Warborn, $240 for store credit. In my opinion, just do a warband upgrade. Simple as that. For those who already did it, for those who really want it, cool, that's great. One small little thing, the reason why I hold out for so long is a lot of people has been commenting about, not worth buying ships. I partially agree and disagree. Obviously, you want to buy ships to support CIG and the development of Star Citizen. However, I would say avoid sticker price. That's the reason why I go straight to Warband upgrade. All right, that's what I would do, and that's what I have been doing. I do support them, but I won't pay sticker price. Yes, I have a limit. All right, unfortunately, I have a limit, and paying $240 for a digital ship, yeah, that is no, paying $240 out in one payment, yeah, that's a little bit tough for me. So instead, I will do a warband upgrade, right? Get a $10 pay the $10 difference, upgrade from Hurricane to the Super Hornet. I get a discount of $20, which is nice, all right? Save as much as you can. That's how I put it, right? If you want to spend money, you will spend, but try. I'm not saying try to spend less, but if you can spend less, why not? That's it. And last, before we move on to the stats, paint in general, I will skip. Easy skip for skin and paint, other than the Heartseeker pack. Now, the Heartseeker pack, basically you get a nice top Gatling gun mount. The question is, if you're late to the party, that's okay, right? If the honeymoon period is over, just wait for the next year. That's how I put it. I'm sure it will come back. The only question is, would it be more expensive? Then I will put out an opinion whether it's worth picking up again. But in general, nice little decal. Actually, I love the pin-up decal. That's it. This is just bonus on top. And that's that. And it's a skin, so it's cheap. It's not a hull variant. The Mark 1 is a hull variant, and that is painful when you want to have, if you missed out. Okay. Unfortunately, the Mark 1 is no longer on sale, so I'm going to just hold on to the Mark 1 variant, even though it's a weaker version. Right? It's just for sentimental value, and you can call me stupid. Okay, so before we end, we want to take a look at stats. And stats are one of those things where I would say makes or break a combat ship in general. Hey, so let's take a look at the Super Hornet Mark 1. We want to look at the weapon hard point, size 3, size 3, size 3, size 5. Right, that's nice. And then we're going to take a look at F7C-M, Super Hornet Mark 2, size 3, immediately size 4, size 4, size 5. Immediately we get a nice little buff on the DPS department, and fantastic. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Also, I've forgotten to talk about something. Crew size 2. This is a pilot. I would say 2 pilot. This has a co-pilot. And the nice part is if you have a co-pilot, the co-pilot will control the top mounted turret like the Hurricane. And the best part is if you don't have your co-pilot along, all the weapons are pilot controlled or bound to the pilot. So that means you get full DPS with or without a co-pilot. And that is great. All right, this is a good platform to test out for eventually more ships down the road where you have pilot and co-pilot. And obviously, I would say there should be a limit, right? Once we reach to a certain size ship or a certain size DPS ship, yeah, you kind of need an AI blade to compensate, right? Extra stuff or extra component to compensate a little bit. But this is a good test bed. In my opinion. So that's nice. Very, very nice. So yeah, that's that. All right, so DPS, we have an increase of DPS, which is nice. Next up, we want to take a look at some of the sub-components, size 4 missile bay, 3 size 1 shields, power plant size 2, cooler 2 size 1. The rest not so important because it's not saying not so important. It doesn't really make or break a combat ship generally. So that's that. And if we compare to Super Hornet Mark 1, immediately missile racks, we have one size bigger, which is nice, a little bit more bigger missiles, which is great, or more missiles. Let's see, size 1. I just want to double check if we have increased. Size 2, yeah, bigger missiles. Okay, next up we have more shields compared to the Mark 1 variant, which is nice. Bigger power plant, size 2, coolers, alright, size 1, not much of a difference. Is it? Size? Yeah, size 1. Alright, sweet. That's great. That's great immediately because obviously you need more power for your weapons and for your shields. Obviously, your power plant has to be bigger, and normally, bigger power plant, you might need a little bit more bigger cooler in general. Right? So that's that. Next up, we want to take a look at some of the substats. Speed 215, 15k for HP, 13, 13, 13, 55 plus 3, and that's that. Cross section, not much of a difference. 14, 14, 8.8, 9. Yeah, that's not a big deal, right? Not really a big deal. 219 Mark 1 is a little bit faster. 15 HP, not much of a difference when it comes to the signature and stuff. 55, 3, 13. Yeah, all right, not a big difference in terms of that. And with that, that's it. The Super Hornet Mark II, it's definitely a worthy upgrade. Straight up, it is a worthy upgrade for sure. Oh, last but not least, we want to look at the agility. Agility wise, yeah, okay, slightly sluggish. Just slightly. You couldn't tell the difference. Truth to be told, all right, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It's unless you're that sensitive to racing. Yeah, but this is a combat ship, so not big, not that big, right? Yeah, 150, 180 boosted. Yeah, you don't really do the boosted is because of the new combat overhaul, so that's okay. So yeah, anyway, that's that. Sure, the Super Mark 1 is a little bit more agile, just a little bit, but yeah, nothing much. Countermeasure, we got more countermeasure on the Mark II. So straight up, Mark II, best ship ever. Alright, so that's all I have for you for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow. Until then, I will see you guys in the next Star Citizen video. Yeah. Oh, I forgotten. Oh my goodness, almost forgotten the closure. Right. I will see you in the verse and fly dangerous.